I'm happy to introduce Representative Randy Terrell to you to explain his bill. He is the lead author on House Bill 1804. Representative Terrell has become a leader on this issue, not just in the House of Representatives and not just in Oklahoma, but in fact is a true national pioneer and leader on the issue of immigration reform.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Too bad. Well, welcome to the press conference. First, I want to thank the Speaker Cargill, for placing his confidence and trust in me to draft this bill and put it together. I want you to know that whether it was with regard to House Bill 3119 last year or House Bill 1804 this year, that the Speaker has been absolutely rock solid when it comes to supporting meaningful immigration reform at the state level in Oklahoma. Today is the culmination of about 6 to 9 months worth of very hard work and, in some cases, some very late nights. House Bill 1804 is the Oklahoma Taxpayer and Citizen Protection Act. It is and will be the omnibus immigration reform measure of 2007. 9/11 era, quite frankly, illegal immigration poses a bit of a national security problem and contributes to other problems like gang activity, other criminal activity, narco-terrorism. If you all recall, in the interim study, the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics even said that 60% of the narco trafficking in Oklahoma is directly related to the illegal immigration problem. And why will we do that? We'll do it for two reasons. One is because illegal immigration is functionally a tax on Oklahoma citizens, particularly in the areas of health care, education, welfare, and corrections. That same interim study that I referred to earlier indicated that the direct cost of illegal immigration to Oklahomans is something in excess of $200 million per year, and the indirect cost is about 2 or 3 times. 4 major parts to it. The first one is provisions aimed at preventing identity theft. It would restrict the issuance of official government-issued identification documents, primarily driver's licenses and non-driver's license ID cards, to only U.S. citizens or those people who are lawfully present in the United States. Secondly is termination of public benefits. There is a provision in the bill that regardless of the nature, source, or amount of the bill would require eligibility to be verified through an electronic system called the SAVE system that is similar to the basic pilot project that you all saw demonstrated this morning. The third part of it is a law enforcement provision. It requires cooperation between state and local law enforcement officers and federal immigration authorities for the purpose of enforcing federal immigration. And number 4, the fourth and final section, deals with employer penalties, and we can flesh that out a little bit later, but the purpose of it is to get at those employers who knowingly and willfully employ illegal aliens. Again, we're not interested in penalizing or placing undue burdens on employers who are acting in good faith and get duped by false documentation or because some illegal alien has stolen someone else's identity in order to obtain. I want to repeat, and then I'll conclude, that there isn't anyone, including myself in our caucus, who is opposed to legal immigration. And this bill doesn't deal with legal immigration. It deals with the problem of illegal immigration. If somebody is willing to play by the rules, if they want to come to this country legally, then we not only commend their decision to become an American citizen, but we welcome them with open arms to the state of Oklahoma. But if they want to break the rules, if they want to come across the border illegally, if they want to seek to obtain public assistance benefits to which they are not lawfully entitled, then the state of Oklahoma is no longer, after 1804, in the business of making that available to them.
Oklahoma is getting ready to pass one of the nation's toughest immigration laws.
By a large margin, the state Senate passed an amended version of a controversial immigration.
Some are calling it monumental, one of the toughest immigration reform measures in the nation.
And tonight, House Bill 1804 is headed to the governor's desk after gaining final passage today.
These people who say that this is a federal issue, you've got to be kidding me. Illegal immigration is as much of a state issue as it is a federal issue. The federal government's failure to police our nation's borders functionally imposes a tax on each and every Oklahoma citizen in the areas of health care, education.
In the end, the immigration reform bill passed by a large margin.
Today we passed a very important piece of legislation in the House, the historic immigration reform measure authored by Representative Terrell, and let me say a special thank you to for his leadership on this issue. He's an incredible advocate and spokesman, has drawn national attention, as has this bill, for leading a reform effort that is the strongest among all the states in the country. We stepped out today to address this issue, which is very important to the people of the state. And it is a message that for those Oklahomans who are working hard and playing by the rules in this state, we want to do everything we can to protect and promote your interests. We were very disappointed today by House Democrats who I think disingenuously sought to send the bill to a conference committee where it would have died. This is an important reform measure. It was a compromise measure that will allow it to go to the governor's desk. And any effort, frankly, to send it to conference was an effort to kill the reform. We also call very strongly on the governor to immediately sign this measure. He has had abundant opportunity to weigh in on the issue. The bill has had multiple committee meetings in the House and the Senate. It has had multiple hearings in various forms on both the House and Senate floor. He has yet to communicate with us any concerns or reservations that he's had regarding the legislation. The people of Oklahoma are very strongly for this bill, and for him to protect the status quo and be a force opposed to the change would be extraordinarily unfortunate and concerning, I think, for the people of this state. With that, I would like to turn the mic over to, again, the author of this important legislation, a real leader nationally in this important issue, Representative Randy Terrell.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. Appreciate you. Well, thank you all for coming today. Today is a day of celebration. We have succeeded in threading the eye of the needle. House Bill 1804 has passed both the House and the Senate and is now on its way to the governor's desk, where, quite frankly, its fate is uncertain. First, I want to thank the Speaker for placing his confidence and trust in me to get this particular football across the legislative goal line. We have succeeded in that effort today, but I want you to know, and I want everybody here to know, that there has been no single guy who has been more rock solid in his support of state-level immigration reform than Speaker Cargill. In fact, before he became Speaker, this was an issue that was near and dear to his heart that he took care of in an interim study.
Oklahoma is poised to adopt one of this nation's toughest immigration laws. Good morning to you, Pat.
Morning, Alex.
All right, I want to get your thoughts on this bill. Share them with me.
Good for Oklahoma. Oklahoma is really doing what the United States government ought to do, and which is we've got to get rid of the magnets that draw illegals here, getting rid of the benefits, social welfare benefits, except emergency services, and then punish people who are making money off illegal aliens, like businesses and people renting houses and things like that to them, where you get 15 and 20 people pile up in a house and really destroy the neighborhood. And Oklahoma is succeeding where the federal government has failed. I say God bless Oklahoma and that legislature of whatever party.
The state of Oklahoma may be about to crack down on illegal immigration. Governor Brad Henry is considering a final version of an illegal immigration bill that would deny jobs and benefits to illegal aliens in that state. It would also target businesses which hire illegal aliens. Supporters of the bill say it could save the state up to $200 million a year.
With the eyes of the nation on Oklahoma today, there was no pomp, no ceremonial pins, no handshakes.
In fact, the governor apparently still hasn't decided what to do with what some are calling the most sweeping immigration reform measure in the country.
First across the state today, we are still awaiting word on whether Governor Henry is going to sign or veto a controversial immigration reform measure that was sent to his desk last week. The bill passed in both the House and Senate by veto-proof margins. Now, the governor has until midnight tonight to act on the bill, or it will become law without his signature.
Right, Alex, and we are getting word from the governor's office that he will release a statement on his decision tonight at 6 o'clock.
And we will be waiting for that statement, and we will bring it to you once we get it.
Well, it has been called the most meaningful immigration reform bill in the country.
This evening, Governor Henry signed the bill into law, but Fox 25's Britton Follett tells us he may not have had much of a choice.
The only sound from the governor's office on the immigration reform bill came when the email arrived announcing the governor signed it.
I think it fits with the governor's pattern again, that he has been conspicuously absent on this issue all along.
His parking spot was empty by the time his office released a 3-sentence statement saying although he signed it, Henry believes it is a federal issue.
When you fast forward to his State of the State address, there were a number of large issues, illegal immigration being among them, that were conspicuously absent from that speech. And the governor has consistently dodged addressing this issue head on. We're not engaging in any debate on the merits of House Bill 1804 anymore. The governor settled that debate earlier this week when he signed the bill. The bottom line is that House Bill 1804 is now the law.